So, do you feel prepared for life after college?
Not at all.
Okay.
What percentage of your paycheck should you spend on taxes, rent, transportation, and savings?
Taxes, I'd imagine it goes to be about 20%. Savings, about 30%. What was the other category?
Transportation, savings.
Transportation's like 50%. I spend so much on gas. Savings is like whatever I have left.
What can you tell me about the term financial planning?
I think that means just really deciding what you're gonna spend it on, what's important, what's not, planning out the things that you actually need than the things that you want.
How do you feel about financial planning?
That was not a question I was expecting. I don't know much about it. Off the top of your head, how much have you put aside for savings?
I have about $2,000 right now, but I keep dipping into that because I have to live.
So do you feel confident that will help you pay debt off after college?
No.
So then, do you guys know about financial planning and what it means?
Yep.
What does it mean?
So financially plan out your money.
Meet Bruce and Ruby. They've both just accepted job offers from Wells Fargo Bank as financial analysts. Bruce's job is in Cleveland and Ruby's is in San Francisco. Bruce's job will pay him $52,000 a year. Even though Ruby's job is the same as Bruce's, since the cost of living is higher in San Francisco, Wells will pay her $63,000 per year. These both sound like pretty good salaries, but let's break down how they'll likely be used. They will each pay about 30% of their gross income in taxes, 30% or less for rent, not more than 15% for transportation, and 5 to 10% for emergency savings. What? There goes 85% of their gross salaries. That leaves 15% for everything else. That 15% has to cover clothes, food, phone, entertainment, a new computer, student debt, gifts, charitable contributions, and a dog. Ruby wants a big lab, which will cost her $1,000 a year. Bruce is more a cat person. That will only cost him $600 per year. Bruce makes $52,000 per year, or $4,333 per month. He'll pay $1,300 in taxes, leaving him take-home pay of $3,033. Average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Cleveland is $700. Let's say $775 with utilities and renter's insurance. Bruce is going to need a car in Cleveland. Let's say he's conservative and buys a Scion or a Kia. He'll pay $330 a month in payments and about the same for gas, maintenance, and insurance. You can pretty much double your car payment for the total cost of ownership. Let's say he spends $650 on transportation. That's exactly 15% of his gross income. But hey, he's paying only $765 for rent, way under the 30% he budgeted. Bruce can splurge on a Mini Cooper, right? Well, that Mini is about $950 per month, all in. Add that to the rent of $765, the total is $1,715, which is 40% of his gross. Looking good, Bruce. You're under the guideline of 45% for rent and transportation. Ruby makes $63,000 per year, or $5,250 per month. After $1,575 in taxes, her take-home is $3,675. And here's the shocker. Average rent in San Francisco is $2,445. Let's say $2,550 with utilities and renter's insurance. Ouch! That's almost half her take-home pay. Okay, she could get a roommate. That will cut the rent, utilities, and renter's insurance in half, down to $1,223, or 23% of her gross income. Her transportation would be the bike-sharing service, and the occasional bus or Uber to go to Marin County or Monterey Bay on the weekends. Let's budget $200 per month for transportation. Surveys show that over half of millennials feel anxious about their finances. 40% say they couldn't come up with $2,000 in an emergency. The way to move from financially fragile to the unbreakable you is to have an emergency fund. The rule of thumb is to have 3 months take-home pay in a savings account. For Ruby, that would be $11,000, and for Bruce it would be $9,000. If Ruby can save 5% of her gross income each month, that's $260. She'd be unbreakable in 3.5 years. If she saves 10%, it would take about a year and a half. Bruce is going to need to save $216, or if possible $432, to achieve unbreakability in the same time frame. After all her expenses, Ruby has $800 a month left over. Ruby, you bought another outfit? Stop it right now. Bruce has got a little more money to work with, but he's got a new girlfriend, which can get expensive. They need to be careful with their money. The struggle is real, but as long as Bruce or Ruby budget properly, they don't need to panic, and they can still have some fun. #UnbreakableU.